I want you to die. I want you to be deaf. I want you to be dead forever. Those are mine.
No, they're not. I bought them for you. Say sorry.
Sorry. That's sorry.
You want me to be dead?
Yeah. I want you to be dead. I want you to be deaf. I want you to die. Stab yourself with a knife.
Why would I do that?
Because I want you to. I want you to stab yourself with a knife.
Where the knife at? I'd do it right now.
At my house.
So when I get back to your house, you want me to stab myself with a knife?
Yeah.
And then are you going to help me when I start bleeding?
No.
What you going to do when I start bleeding?
Nothing.
Nothing? Just look at me?
Yeah.
You going to laugh?
Huh?
You going to laugh at me?
Yeah. But I'm going to laugh at you.
Sit right here.
Why? I want you to die. You didn't die.
So if I tell your daddy, you know he going to whoop you if he hear you say that, right?
No.
That's why I'm going to show him this video so he can whoop you.
Why?
Say sorry.
Sorry. If you was in a Sonic game, what would happen to you?
What?
If you was in a Sonic game, what would happen to you?
I don't know, but Kennedy would be with me and not you.
Then two of y'all would be deaf.
You want Kennedy to die now?
No, I want you to die.
You want Kennedy to die?
Yeah, I want you to die.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Drive.
Did you mean what you said, or you was just saying it for the video?
I wasn't saying that for video.
You was?
I wasn't.
All right, get out.
How do I get out? Like this?
So you guys just seen these very disturbing clips, and this is supposedly a child. He was most likely under the age of 7 during this time, and this is what I mean by these fake children that they make. So before we proceed, here's a few verses that I want to read to you guys, and this is Matthew 10 verse 21, and it says, "And brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child, and children will rise up against parents and cause them to be put to death." So this child being displayed on such a big platform, multiple big platforms, hyped up by some of the biggest, in quotations, YouTubers, this child is seen obviously by younger children, and these younger children most likely inspired or jealous of this kid because they're like, wow, this kid is famous. And they do this to every generation. They'll make these people that shouldn't be famous at all be famous to really dumb down that generation. And it seems like for this kid, this infiltrating kid generation, they're trying to promote being a literal killer. That's like what they're trying to promote. And the next verse is Micah chapter 7 verse 6, and it says, "For sons treat father as a wicked fool, daughter rise up against her mother, daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own household." So you're going to see in times a lot of family conflict, division amongst people who live in the same house, and you can see with this child and his relationship with this DDG character and his own dad. And I'm gonna read the lyrics to you guys. This kid is talking about hurting his grandmother, people that he's related to. It's not like he's talking about hurting strangers. He's literally talking about hurting people that he is close to. Every generation has their own type of programming, and for these new children growing up, if they're on their tablets and on their phones, they are being programmed with something very devious, because these fallen angels know that the parents are not watching and monitoring what the children are looking at. And parents are easy to deceive if they don't know anything. They could think that this little woo-wop character is for children. You know, in the same way, when I was younger, I was presented all these Disney Channel characters, and I thought they were actual teenagers, but they were pretty much almost adults, you know, and they're fallen angels also, so they were extremely old, playing the role as these teenagers. And I'm watching these shows, I'm programmed with everything that they subconsciously program me with. And parents just think, oh, it's Disney Channel, it's good, it's for kids, I don't have to monitor it or see if they're going to do something crazy. Oh, it's Nickelodeon, it's cool, whatever. So the next verse is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 17, and it says that the eyes that mocks a father and despises obedience to a mother, the ravens of the valley will pick it out, and the young eagles will eat it. This verse connects to Matthew chapter 13, verse 30, and it also connects to Luke chapter 17, verse 37. Matthew chapter 13, verse 30 says, allow both to grow together until the harvest. And in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, first gather up the tares and bind them in bundles to burn them up, but gather the wheat into my barn. So this Luke 17, verse 37, basically the apostles are asking Yahshua, where are the people that were taken, aka the tares, going to go? Where the body is, there also the vultures will be gathered. So we can see that this fake, involved, infiltrating, fallen angel child is presenting all of this terror behavior to a massive amount of people, especially children, because that's their main focus, is to distort the children, to get them as young as possible to be filled with discord and filled with maliceness and just disrespectful behavior, and not think that anything's wrong with it, to just glamorize it. And it's like what other scriptures say, you reap what you sow. And you can see all throughout the Bible, there's a lot of analogies using the field and using trees and using planting and gardening as examples. So just think about a kid that is acting like this woo-wop character because they think that they're going to get famous acting like that. They're going to continue to sow all of this nastiness throughout their life. And then when the time of the harvest, aka the end times, come, they're going to be bundled up with the tares and thrown into the lake of fire, the furnace. Because all they did was sow discord. All they did was sow maliceness. All they did was sow bad behavior and disrespect. Like this verse right here, Proverbs chapter 30, verse 17, is describing someone that mocks their father and mother and treats them bad and disobeys them. That disobeys the commandment that says we should honor our mother and father. You know, so when you go against these 10 commandments, you put yourself in a position to sow discord, to sow terrible behavior, to be evil. And you guys are going to see how they glamorize this child. They glamorize bad children. They make it seem like it's so cute. Everyone laughs. Everyone thinks it's cool, but this is disturbing and it's nasty and it's not cute. And people aren't raising their children no more, and they're not trying to raise their children no more. Exodus chapter 21, verse 15, and he who strikes his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. Yet this is what this kid is promoting. So I'm finna show you guys a video. This is what we call infiltrating. This is a, we don't even know how old, fallen angel impersonating to be a child. And he's in a classroom with actual real children. And this is in plain sight admitting what they've all been doing for all these years, how they are amongst us and how they involve themselves amongst us. And I find this video to be extremely, extremely concerning and nasty. I don't even recommend people to have their children in public school. So here's the video. And you guys can see these other little kids, they're dancing, whatever. Then they show him. He's standing there. He's just standing there like he doesn't even care. And I don't know why these little children have these masks on. I hate seeing that. I just think that is just pathetic. for people to be putting these masks on these children. I think it has an adverse effect on their health. So this Woo Wop character, he is 7 years old right now. He's a 7-year-old. And no 7-year-old, he was younger than 7 in that video I showed you guys in the beginning. No, whatever age that is thinking about someone hurting themselves and going into detail about that. This fake kid character is just completely blatant with how all of their upbringings are. You know, there's videos of Tyler Creator as a little kid and he meets Tupac. And something you're going to notice with a lot of these celebrities is that they were always in touch with some other celebrity at the time when they were a child, which shows that their growth and their success is not organic, it's inorganic. They're all industry plants. They're fake, their numbers are not real, they're pushed out in the media purposely. You can't escape them when you go in the media because the media works to push them out. And with characters like this kid, he has a lot of 7-year-olds, and even when he was younger had a lot of other kids like, man, why am I not famous, you know? And that's why they make these little celebrity stars, because they want regular children, regular boys and girls, to be jealous of this and to look up to this. And it influences them because they're going to mimic what he's doing to try to be like him, because they think that that's going to get them in a position that they want to be in. He is a Capricorn, and this is, of course, a sea goat. And he has a lot of things where he calls himself a goat. So this character has been having an Instagram since it was a baby, and from the surface level, yeah, it looks like, oh, his parents made this account for him and they're, you know, making the captions, etc. What real people do, which I recommend that real people stop making accounts for your children and stop putting your children online, especially when they're babies, because they didn't consent to that. You know, when they get older, if they consent to that, but even then that's weird. But especially when they're young, like what this fake baby is impersonating to be right now in this photo, when they're that young, do not let them be on the media. You're literally giving these fallen angels information so early on about your child. So right here it says a rare video of a baby goat at 6 months. So of course the 6 months, and then I call him a baby goat. So in 2019 he was 6 months. All right, so he's really young, you know. That's what blows my mind. And you guys are gonna see all these disturbing things that this wannabe child does. I think he's one of the most disgusting child characters I've ever seen. He had posted a goat literally, and this goat is of course on the left side because they're far from righteousness. And then this is when he was born, and he looks not like a literal baby, like when real people have babies. He looks odd, weird. And the caption says first day out, and then he has a caption where it says the real boss baby. He's literally being serious, and that film Boss Baby literally talks about them. And you can see shows like Family Guy, where Stewie, which we're going to talk about that later, because that Stewie character is connected to this character. This Stewie character is living a whole life and his parents don't even know. It's like his parents are oblivious. And there's multiple shows and cartoons like that. There's even children cartoons like Phineas and Ferb and etc., where the family is oblivious to what these young children are doing. And it's kind of a mocking that regular people don't pay attention to their children, and their children are just getting into anything and everything and being polluted and just doing mischievous things. And he's wearing a Gap shirt, but if you notice, it looks like it's saying gay. Literally, that's what it looks like. You know, the crazy thing about this fake kid is that it's obvious he's not a real kid because he tries too hard. And something I've noticed with the Yo Sean kid, G Herbo, and Ari Fletcher's kid, he even asked if he was a kid one time. No real kid is going to ask that, you know, and they say a lot of crazy things because they're acting. You know, they don't have this natural way. And unless you're like completely blind, you'll think, oh, that's a real kid, haha, they're so funny, but they're not, you know. And this is that film, The Boss Baby, which came out in 2017. It came out right after he was born. And so you see, I never seen this movie, but you can just tell from the title of it and how this baby is just infiltrating amongst people. But you see the symbolism that's going on right here? It's in your children's cartoon. Do not let them watch these cartoons. You know, we can't escape all of this pagan symbolism and stuff like that. It's everywhere. But literally, if you have the opportunity to not let them watch this stuff, do not, because they're doing symbolism in your face. They hide all this nasty, mischievous information in these cartoons. And these children don't understand. They don't understand this stuff at all. They're just watching. They're just looking at the animations, and they're most likely being programmed. We don't know what their minds are picking up, because children's minds are very open since they're so young. So the reason why they are making so many kid celebrities like Woo Wop and Northwest, who are very mainstream and they don't act like an actual child, they are blatantly disrespectful. They are blatantly acting like grown-ups and acting like teenagers at young ages, like 6, and I don't know how old the Northwest character is, but they are really young and they're acting like adults. It's because they're trying to push this nasty, immoral agenda so that adults could be attracted to very, very, very young characters. So you guys can see from this video a month ago, it says Woo Wop got caught cheating. He's in a bed with this obviously adult-aged fake woman, and then he has another adult-age fake woman at the door mad at him. So already we're seeing this nasty, immoral agenda being pushed because they're trying to legalize and make people attracted to very, very, very young kids. And you guys can go on jail sites and see this. People are being charged with, from what I've seen, most of people are being locked up and charged with the same crime, which is being involved with children, okay? And that's obviously a demon behind that. And as we get closer to the end, you're going to see a lot of disturbing things like this video right here. This is blatant. This is not a joke. This is not, oh, the little kid has a crush on someone. This is like blatant. Like, this kid has his own apartment. I'm going to show you guys a clip from TikTok. He's living with a girl, and yeah, this stuff may be perceived as joking material, but it's going too far where they're not even trying to make it as if it's just a joke. They're like literally acting all of this out and making content out of this. It's not like this just a one-time joke, you know. It's an agenda. They want people's attraction to be completely warped and distorted and just perverted, you know. And it used to be an agenda for old guys to be with younger women, but now we're seeing now we're seeing another spectrum of this where they have older women wanting young boys. So we're going to see both sides of it, and they're going to be equal, and it's going to be very disgusting. And this is just disturbing stuff. It's not cute. And the fact that people watch this and think that, oh, it's so funny, and you're being programmed, you're not even processing that. So this is all sick, and that's the main reason behind characters like this, to make kids grown. They want kids to act like adults. It's like that film Boss Baby. It came out for a reason. They want children in real life to start impersonating or just full out living out their life as an adult at such a young age. The way that they want them to live out as an adult is by doing malice and disturbing and overly promiscuous things. So that's the main agenda, and I'm going to show you guys this video.
Alright.
Take your shoes off for me.
Oh, I got you. Hey.
Hey.
Ace!
Huh?
Who is this? Oh, she here what?
I live here.
Where'd you want me to put this? What
You can just put it back there for me. Thank you.
What? You got this apartment for him?
No, he got it. I mean, you feel me? I'm here.
So this is real?
Yeah, like it's real. What are you doing here? I don't think he's gonna wanna see that you're here. Yeah.
Babe.
Did you hook the
No, I can't find the cord.
Oh.
He said petty?
Anyway.
Why is you in my... What? Where? Who? Why is you here? Why is you here?
I was trying.
Why is you here?
It's not no joke.
I told you
No.
he didn't want to see you.
Why is you here?
What you mean?
Why is you here?
But what do you mean?
Get out my... Why is you in my house?
What do you mean, babe?
Why are you in my house?
And this DDG character who is promoting this little fake kid, this is his Instagram right now. I have past videos on this DDG character. His other character responded multiple times. And his bio says way too petty. All right, they love promoting being petty. That's actions of a demon. Being petty is not cute. And he has a clown emoji. And the clowns represent the Nephilims, okay? And that's these fallen angels, children that they had with these women. So his following is 505 on purpose because Satan equals 55. And ironically, Woo Wop equals 55. So it connects to the Satan character, and it connects to, I guess, his uncle who is hyping his character up right now. And you see how they like to play house? It's like they, like these fallen angels, they just match up whoever wants to be family. And it's like when inverts play house. So 5 months ago, he had this video, and it's on this terrible dad, big programming right now that this is this kid's dad. And of course, this caption is spelled wrong, and I bet there's gematria with it because it's supposed to be Woo Wop acts emo in front of everyone. But they spell things purposely distorted and try to disguise it as being ghetto or slang talk, but they do that because it matches with numbers and other stuff that they do. So, you know, this is just in plain sight. He's not acting emo. I wouldn't watch this video. He has a lot of photos where he's doing symbolism. So right here, then he brags, so making the other 6-year-olds, the other 7-year-olds, even some teenagers feel bad, like, wow, this kid got money before me. Money does not matter. Stupid. And he's flexing this. They love flexing everything. Again, little child flexing. I want to talk about this symbol real quick. This is literally a image of a head with horns, like a devil. So the champion symbol is literally a devil, and no one talks about that. But something I noticed when I seen someone wearing champion, I had noticed that it literally looks like a devil. So for my interpretation, this obsessive love of money is a form of greed, and it's one of the deadly sins. And it says greed is an excessive pursuit of material goods. So you see how they're so greedy with their money, like she looking at him all crazy. And of course, the devil is animating in between them, and their focus is solely on their money. And here we go again, the flexing. He says, I'm only 2, but this is my 7th trip. 27, which means a lot of things in gematria, but I didn't pull up gematria for that. And he's bragging. Who cares? It seems like these fallen angels try to really enjoy this place because this is all they have. They have nothing else. Again, promoting Sonic. Sonic literally seems like a demon. And these toys, children become really attached to these toys. They become the children's idol. And it's weird how he's trying to act like a kid, but is also flexing money at the same time. It's just not natural. Like a real kid wouldn't care about money at 6 years old. They're not going to care. They just want their toy and that's it. So I'm going to show you guys a video of him meeting this Uzi character.
Baby, I can't believe I met you, bro. For real? I mean, like, I've been around for a while, so of course, but like, you're more lit than me, man. I'm lit, though. I know that, but you're more lit. Well, I can't believe I met him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And here's a photo from the day that they met, and this Uzi character looks so fake. And he's literally doing the horns, more symbolism. This kid does symbolism all the time. And I think he just gets away with it because people don't expect for children to be involved. That's the main thing. People don't expect for them to be involved. So something about his outfit right here, he's with his fake dad, and his outfit is the black and white. So when they do their outfits like this, so you see his fake dad is wearing just all black. He's admitting he's a wolf in plain sight. But he's wearing a white because he's trying to play both sides. He's trying to present himself as if he's just a kid. Oh, he's so good. Like, he's good. But he's actually a wolf. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And then this is stuff that is just disturbing. He's involving himself with real people. First day of school is what the caption says. Just fake. He doesn't even look like an actual kid. Doing the horns again. Horns again. And he looks like a monster, a creature right here. Like his teeth. He's just not a real kid. That's just what this all has to come down to. Because so much symbolism. The way he acts. No real child is going to be such a great performer or anything. Right here, he's doing the horns. And then, of course, here's an edit or, I don't know if this probably one of song covers or just an edit, but it says the Dove family woo-wop, and it's Stewie, darker skin tone Stewie. And, of course, he's asking, would you watch me if I was on Family Guy? And why does he even know about this? Being such a young age kid, why does he even know about this? But of course he knows about this. He's a polluted mind, fake kid trying to pollute other children's minds. He's trying to make them have this disturbing, ghetto, nasty mind. And he has plenty of videos where he's cussing, so I'm gonna show you guys this video. He's literally a baby. This is back in 2017. He was born in 2016, and he's literally saying, "Shut up, B word."
Let me get some of that, bruh. What you mean? Give me some. Give me some, dude. What? What'd you say?
So this video I'm gonna play again without me talking over it, but the caption says baddest 1-year-old in America. Yeah, because he's fake. He's not a real 1-year-old. And this is back in 2017, and he's bad. And then they think hitting him, with bad kids, hitting them does not solve the issue. I don't know why people think that's cool. And you're going to notice in this video that the DDG character is going to do one-eye symbolism, per usual. Then he's doing the horns again. He's always doing the horns. And when you see them doing photos like having their foot against the wall like that, they're making a triangle. Again, he gets away with it because you think, oh, he watches Spider-Man. Oh, fake. And he has this shock expression on his face because he knows what's actually going on. This is just disturbing. They're all fake. And then the pink, white, and blue. So he has the pink shoes, the blue shirt with the white frame around this Woody character, an idol. They make these toys so it could be the children's idol, and later the kids will grow up and try to replace that toy idol for a celebrity as their idol. And he looks like a girl, just always inverted. Again, right here he looks like a girl wearing the pink, and look what he's doing. One-eye symbolism. Why? Because he's involved. He's promoting Nerf guns, which is destructive, and teaching boys how to be basically murderers, and promoting Fortnite. And then he is with this guy, and he's doing literally the 6 and one eye. Disturbing and disgusting. And then this is his little head in this huge car, and it says, I move around in the G-Wagon. Then he does the horn emoji. The G connects to masonry. Masonry is Satanism in disguise. It's a cloak, and it's all devil worship at the end of the day. And we see that a lot of them have this G name, and their G, their lowercase god, is actually the devil. And this G thing we see everywhere. Polo G, G Herbo. We see it everywhere. Even with a type of vehicle brand, G-Wagon. Come on now. And then he has this photo. I guess it's his birthday. And DDG says, "You gonna be a star." So predictive programming, they're gonna make him really big, this character. You guys can really see how they're making more characters younger and younger. You know, they're really pushing something on the youth. Their main focus has always been the youth, but they're really scooping low now. And he's doing the horns, per usual. He always does the horns. And then Star also ties into fallen angels. That's why in Hollywood the stars are downwards and it's on the ground because they fell, and it has their names on there. They are fallen angels. They emitted in plain sight. There's more photos of him, and he's doing the horns. He literally emits in plain sight. And the shocking thing is that, you know, real people adapt to doing these hand gestures, and they don't ever question, what does this actually mean? You know, besides the fake answers that they give saying, oh, this is gang related, or oh, this reps a certain city or a certain hood, or oh, this mean that, or this, you know, all these different cover-ups. People never really question the underlying meaning of these hand gestures and why everyone does it. And like I always say, anytime that there's a whole mob or a whole group of people doing something, there's something very sinister behind it. There's nothing good from that. When you see a whole mob of individuals doing something, there is something deeply sinister and malice behind it, and I don't care. So they're conning a lot of people. They're conning gangs. They're conning certain cities to think that it's a representation of their city that they live in. And they're conning those people, and they're using those people as cover-ups, when this stuff actually has very demonic meaning behind it. Multitudes of meanings. And he even uses the emoji con, that is the horns. Why do you think they make these emojis? For them, you know? They do that because it's a way of speaking but not speaking. And that's how they operate. And right here, he looks like an old man. And look at his hand gesture, which they try to cover up and say it's a mudra. Yeah, whatever. And something ironic is the Boss Baby cover is also doing that same hand gesture. And here's the DDG character, the Woo Wop character, and this very inverted looking character, Ski Mask, the Slum. They're doing the horns, all of them, just blatantly doing it. He has nail polish on, literally, that is disgusting. These ripped jeans, looks like a woman, these tight jeans, just everything's inverted about them. And then this Woo Wop character is wearing this Ski Mask character's 3D triangular shaped, pyramid shaped chain. They love Egypt so much. Literally, they had the Hebrew Israelites enslaved. And to clarify, the real Hebrew Israelites are not these fake white ones with these beards and these funny haircuts. They are actually the people who are now in America and are being called black and brown individuals who are being oppressed by the same oppressor. So here's another photo of this fake kid, and he's doing the middle finger. He's flicking us all off. He's saying F all of us. He's deceiving all of us. That's why they do that. And that F word is so degrading. It is so degrading. These cuss words are just degrading. So Proverbs 6:12 through 14 says, a vile person, a wicked man, is the one who walks with a perverse mouth, who winks with his eyes, who signals with his feet, who points with his fingers, who with perversity in his heart continually devises evil, who spreads contentions. In my opinion, this sums up the symbolism. Anyone doing stuff like that obviously has some evil in them, or just is made of evil. And then Deuteronomy 22 verse 5, which talks about the switching of the garments, the clothing. And you see in modern day time, unisex clothing is popular. Ski Mask dressed in the way that he dressed. All of this stuff is popular, and it's just like whatever. Everyone just says whatever to it. They just think it's all right. So it says, a woman shall not wear man's clothing, nor shall a man put on a woman's clothing. For whoever does these things is an abomination to Yahweh your God. And then 1 Corinthians 11:14, it says, does not nature itself teach you that if a man has long hair, it is a dishonor to him? And you see they promote that a lot. That's why they won't cut off their hair. They're promoting this inversion, this invert look. And so he's a whole celebrity right now. You can look him up and he pops up like this. He has all these disturbing songs. I Wanna, you know, you can read that for yourself. And songs like Kill His, yeah. He has a lot of disgusting songs. And here's the chorus of that song that was very popular on TikTok that describes how he wants to hurt his grandma, he wants to hurt his mom, he wants to see people in his family. And it's like that verse I read to you guys in the beginning, that your own enemies is going to be in your own household. And I really think that connects towards the end times. So here's more of the verses, and kids can kind of just relate to certain things of this. It could be one trigger thing that someone could notice in this song and just accept the song. That's why they say certain things. Like in the second line, it says, "He made me go to sleep and I'm mad." Okay, so how many kids, even when we were kids, we were mad that our parents made us go to sleep at a time that we don't want to go to sleep? That's a trigger. So a kid who's listening to this can easily be triggered by that line right there and relate to it and just accept the whole song into their subconscious mind. And now they like the song. And even when I listened to this song for the purpose of this video, it had got stuck in my head because it's like a lullaby, a rhyming song. It just consistently plays in your head after listening to it. And that's when there's sorcery and magic, demonic energy massively behind all of these songs. And he just keeps going on and on. He wants to hurt his uncle. He wants to do all this stuff, you know, and it's nasty. He says he's only 6 and he's paying rent. And so that video that I showed you guys in the beginning where he has that girl at his apartment, he literally supposedly has his own place. What 6-year-old, I'll say this again, what 6-year-old, 7-year-old cares about that? Why would they even care about that? He just goes on just repeating things. And I want to point out a key detail here. He keeps saying, "I want to," and then he says, "my mom, my dad." So if you are a kid or an adult that's listening to this, you are subconsciously programming yourself with this because you're saying "I." It's like a affirmation, or you just stating something in your point of view. And that's when you casting it upon yourself. And that's why they do these songs like that. And here are some verses that connect to all of this disgusting malice behavior that he is pushing on people. And so this is one of the 10 commandments, and it says, "You shall not murder." This is Exodus 20:13. Simple as that. And if you guys ever notice, they break all the 10 commandments. The 10 commandments, in my opinion, were created by Yahweh to keep us safe, to keep us away from being harmed and being hurt. You know, I do think that they still apply, those commandments, because if you put yourself in a position to be killed, and he's just trying to help us. You put yourself in a position to just be in a dirty position, and he gives us these commandments so we don't be in those dirty positions. You know, there's so many, like murdering. You know, what if someone seeks vengeance out on you? Now you're going to get murdered, or you have a guilty conscience now because you murdered someone. There's so many of them that I can get in detail to. Coveting, wanting what your neighbor has, that causes you to not see what you have or not be appreciative of what you have. And it causes you to not see what Yahweh has done for you. It's ungrateful. And with coveting, you don't know what someone else is going through at all and what they did to get what they got. And coveting has got a lot of people in terrible positions. And I think FOMO, which is what these celebrities, all of them, from this little kid to all of the big mainstreams to the lowest mainstream celebrities, all of them push FOMO. And FOMO is the number1 thing that gets people to assimilate into worshiping false idols and just getting involved with nasty things. So Romans 1 verses 29 through 31 says, "Having been filled with all unrighteousness, wickedness, greed, evil, full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, malice, they are gossips, slanderers, haters of Yahweh, violent, arrogant, boastful, inventors of evil, disobedient to parents, without understanding, untrustworthy, unloving, unmerciful." That describes him totally, and that describes the agenda and the ultimate end goal of their agenda to have all of the regular children to be like that. They want them to be like that, converting people to being tares. Chapter 3, verses 11 through 12. For this is the message which you have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, who was the evil one and slew his brother. And for what reason did he slay him? Because his deeds were evil and his brothers were righteous. Jealousy. And then Romans 6, verses 23 says, for the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of Yahweh is eternal life in Yahshua HaMashiach. So thank you guys so much for watching. May Yahweh be with all of you guys. May he bless you guys with understanding and greatness.